Why do you two always have to cry at the same time? Can you bring it back a notch? Oh, my poor baby. She just fell off the bed while jumping.
Can't fight the feeling, I love it. Each weekday I'm thinking of it. How love is keeping me warm in the heart of Melbourne.
Oh, good job, Ava. 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's it. Hoo-woo! Hoo-woo! Can you say that? Hoo-woo! One shiny wet nose, 2 big furry ears, 2 googly eyes. It's a bear! Quick! Back through the cave, tiptoe, tiptoe, back through the snowstorm, hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo. Back through the forest, stumble, trip, stumble, trip, stumble, trip. Back through the mud, squelch, 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 squelch. Back through the river, splash, splosh, splash, splosh, splash, splosh. Back through the grass, swishy, swashy, swishy, swashy. Get to the front door, open the door, up the stairs. Oh no, we forgot to shut the door. Back downstairs, shut the door, back upstairs, into the bedroom, into the bed, under the covers. We're not going on a bear hunt ever again. And then the bear went home. The end.
I want toast, Daddy.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Real quick, I just wanted to thank our friends over at HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. HelloFresh has shown our channel a lot of love in the past and we really appreciate it. Their food is seriously good and it's so convenient. It's delivered right to your door in recyclable and insulated packaging. It's great for somebody like me who's a picky eater because I struggle to step outside of the box. It comes in a box. Yeah, I know, that was a terrible dad joke. Anyway, let's move on. It takes the annoyance of having to think, what should I have for dinner out of meal preparation? Because that's something that I hate. Nikki and I were always like, what do you want for dinner? And then Nikki's like, what do you want for dinner? And I'm like, I don't know, whatever you want for dinner. What do you feel like? The meals are always healthy as well as tasty. They're always balanced with the right amount of veggies, the right amount of protein and healthy carbs. So you know that you and your family are eating a healthy meal every single time you have a HelloFresh meal. And it works out to be less than $10 a meal, which is amazing value for all that you're getting. And we've actually got a discount code for you guys where you get $30 off your first HelloFresh purchase. So use the discount code jamieandniks30. I've got a link in the description box. Go hit it, go try it out. Seriously, you guys are gonna love it because we do too. Anyway, let's get back to the vlog. We're gonna surprise Mummy. Ava, we got to be quiet if we're gonna sneak on Mummy. Very quiet. Oh, Mummy's in there, Mummy's in there. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's run in. Boom!
Daddy whispers so softly.
We quit the meal.
Oh, you guys scared me.
Creeped up on you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Zoe's awake. Zoe's awake.
Okay, be gentle with her, Ava.
Good morning, so.
I love your enthusiasm, but let's just bring it back a notch, okay? Can you bring it back a notch? She just loves you too much to bring it back a notch. Sorry, Zoe.
Baby hug. Hey, Zozo. Hey, Zozo.
Hey, Zozo, darling.
Hey, Zozo, darling.
Zoe's like, please get this kid away from me.
She's like, yo, how many times I told y'all I need my space.
Oh, always telling her not to jump on the bed and she just fell off the bed while jumping and hit her head. I'm really sorry, sweetie. Come on, let's get Doc McStuffins. Is it right there that it hurts?
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to kiss it better?
We want
You want to check as well?
We was a check. We was a trick.
I love how quickly kids get over things. That was a big bump.
We was a check.
Alright. You want to check Daddy's head too?
Let's check kids.
Okay. Is Daddy's head alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Do you understand why you don't jump on beds now?
Yeah.
Did you know when Daddy was a little boy, he jumped off a bed onto a glass table and the glass table smashed and I hurt myself really, really bad. I had to go to the doctor and get stitches. The way she hit her head on the ground and I saw her neck go like that, I nearly started crying myself. That was crazy. And now you're just sitting here playing. You're gonna have a bit of a bump on your head, I think.
Oh.
Ava's getting a little bit of cheer up food.
Mom.
Yeah.
Something around.
Oh, these ones are stuck. We have to do it quickly before it burns. Okay, so I'm off to go shopping. I know we shop a lot in the vlogs, but this house needs to be done. Like, obviously it's never completely finished, but just having an unfinished home is just, it's stressful. So I'm gonna try and find some stuff for that living room over here, because I'm just so sick of it being so plain, you know? Want this house looking like a home already.
Bye.
Wish me luck.
Good luck. Why do I always get scared every time you go furniture shopping?
So I woke up this morning and as I was doing my makeup, I was like, you know what? I want to go minimal today. I think it's very inspired by Megan yesterday at the wedding. You guys, the royal wedding, how freaking amazing was it? I mean, okay, when she first stepped out the car, right, I was a little underwhelmed with her dress. I mean, I'm a minimalist myself, but I was like, oh, you know, like, is that it? But now that, you know, I've gotten over the initial shock of how plain it was, I think it's bomb. I think that she looked stunning. Her makeup was just, whoa. Did you guys see how fast that guy went? This is not even a highway or anything. What a freaking freak. What if I wanted to like merge or something? Wow. What a psycho. It was just stunning. Like, she looked so freaking beautiful. Like, she's just such a natural beauty, and like, I loved that her natural freckles were like poking through. She had barely any makeup on. I don't know, she just looked gorgeous. And her veil, oh, can we talk about the veil? It was so pretty. And the tiara was so pretty. I think the tiara and the veil, they actually stole like the show. Nah man, she knows exactly what she's doing, because this wedding was so like hyped up and everyone expected this like full-on ball gown, and you know, because this is like her princess moment, and people, she's had a lot of backlash and people have been saying like she's not in it for the right reasons and blah blah blah. And I feel like she felt like if she had a super extravagant dress, people would be like, yeah, look at her showing off. So she just went the completely different route and just went like all modest and plain Jane, but still stunning, and left people like, oh, okay, okay. She basically shut everyone up with that dress, and I love it.
What's wrong? Why do you two always have to cry at the same time? How is this house falling apart without Nikki being here for like an hour? Zoe was just bawling her eyes out, so I had to pick her up. Ava was bawling her eyes out because she was playing with her toy hammer and hammered her finger. How's your finger? Is it okay now?
Yeah.
You're having a lot of bad luck today with falls and hammering your finger, aren't you? Not good.
Came all the way out here and then discovered that I didn't even bring my wallet with me. So today's starting off amazing. Oh gosh.
Who's this? It's Mr. Panda. Oh, what? Actually, I didn't even realize this was a puppet. Why? My name is Mr. Panda. I love you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Do, 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 do. You like that? You like it? You're smiling. I'm Mr. Panda. Do, 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 do. Please don't cry. Do, 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 do. My little parenting freak out all over. It's all good now. You two are getting along just fine. Have you not learned your lesson? Oi, down. I do not want you hurting yourself again. So in our last vlog, we were talking about the terrible twos and some of the stresses of parenthood, and a bunch of people left comments saying that we complain too much and we shouldn't focus on the negatives, and you know, it's boring hearing about that sort of stuff. And yeah, I just want to talk about that. Like, when you're sharing your life on YouTube, I think it's important to be real. When you're feeling stressed, when you're struggling, you should talk about that. When you're feeling happy, you should talk about that as well. Like, overall, I always try and make the vlogs happy, energetic, and fun. But realistically, life isn't like that all the way through. And that's what makes life beautiful. You learn to appreciate your highs from experiencing your lows. So it's important to embrace both the good and the bad and also show that. And you know, I hate watching vlogs where I feel like people are just putting it on, where they're acting happy 24/7, and you're just like, I'm sure they're not really like that in person. And we've never wanted to be one of those vlogs. We've always wanted to keep it real. So, you know, if you're one of those people who only wants to see people showing super happy stuff and pretending that they're never stressed out, then this probably isn't the channel for you. But if you enjoy watching real life and stressful moments like I'm having right now, I'm trying to stop Zoe from crying. Here you go. Here you go. You can have a dummy. That'll help. Yeah, there you go, sweetie. Then yeah, keep watching us, because yeah, we want to keep it real with you guys. We don't want to be on any of that fakeish.
So I'm back home now. I didn't actually find any like furniture pieces, like big furniture pieces, but I did get like a few accessories. So I got this basket here, which I think is really cool. It reminds me of my mum. My mum had a bag like this when we come from Sudan. And yeah, I just love it. I love that it's got like a top, because these baskets usually don't come with tops. But I like it like, I don't know, probably do it like this and just have like a throw blanket sort of hanging out of it or something. But I think I'm gonna have it as Ava's toy storage, to be honest. Once I do her room and like decorate it and stuff, I think this would look really cool with the decor that goes in there. It's massive because it belongs on the floor. I just thought that this could look cool plopped on the floor in the living room. Jamie thinks it looks messy, but I like it. One of my good friends came to visit us yesterday, and she went to Seed and bought Zoe a few things, so I wanted to show you guys them because they're super cute. I love Seed so much. It's my favorite kids store. And then like a pajama pair. This is a 0 to 3. So I want to put this on her tonight, so I'm going to wash it right now actually. How freaking cute is that? Oh, it kind of looks like Winnie the Pooh, doesn't it? She also got her this cardigan, which is funny because I bought her the same cardigan a few weeks ago, but I got her the mustard yellow one, and now she's got it in yellow and pink, so that's nice. And then she got this blankie too. She really spoiled her, and it's just super cozy on this side, and then just like nice neutral print on this side. Love it. We're just waiting on Jamie's mum and dad to get here. Where are your parents, yo?
I have no idea. They actually have a life outside of us.
Oh, here they are, speaking of the devil.
They heard us talking about him. Mum is a proud Brit. What did you think of the royal wedding?
Oh, I loved it.
What did you think of her dress?
I liked it too. It was really nice. It was simple, but beautiful.
Yeah, she looks nice.
Just on a real quick side note, I just wanted to send our thoughts and prayers out to all of those in Santa Fe, anybody who may have been affected by the school shooting. It's just been really sad and heartbreaking to hear about yet another school shooting. And I feel like because most of our audience is in the US and we really care about you guys, when things like this happen, we feel it too, because we worry that, you know, some of our subscribers could have been at that school. Thinking about it in that way, it makes it even closer to home, and it makes it even more heartbreaking. And I wanted to send my thoughts and prayers out there. And you know what, I don't want this to sound condescending or anything like that, but I wanted to share a little bit of the history that our country has had with gun control. We had a horrendous, like one of the worst mass shootings in history in our country in the 90s. This guy, absolute psychopath, Martin Bryant. And after that mass shooting, there was a massive change in our gun laws in the country. Our Prime Minister at the time, John Howard, became an incredibly unpopular guy when he changed gun laws and made them incredibly strict. And you know, at the time, a lot of people who own guns were really upset about it. I totally understand that people feel they have the right to be allowed to use guns, especially if they're being responsible with them as well. But I feel like sometimes in society, sadly, we have to walk as slow as people, because there's people who just can't be trusted to handle such responsibility of things that can kill people. And yeah, ever since the gun laws in our country changed, we've never had another mass shooting. Gun crime is just so rare in our country. We have so many problems here. We're far from perfect. Like, our country has so many problems. We still have violent crimes. We still have stabbings. We still have like heaps of horrible things going on there. So please don't think that I'm being condescending and saying that our country is better than yours or anything like that, because Australia definitely has its problems. But I feel like we got it together when it came to gun laws. And yeah, because I love you guys, I really hope that one day you guys won't have to worry about sending your kids to school because of gun violence, because that's a luxury we really have in Australia.
It was so sad. I was watching some kid interview, and then the interviewer was like, oh, you probably thought this would never happen to you, and she's like, actually crossed my mind that this would happen to me. I mean, I knew it would happen in our school eventually, because it happens everywhere. I was like, damn, that's the reality.
That's so insane. I can't imagine going to school with that fear. Actually, my dad, most of his life, had guns. My dad owned his first shotgun when he was 12 years old. And Dad, I'm curious to know your thoughts. As somebody who grew up with guns, who loved guns, who had a lot of guns. You're playing. What were your feelings when your rights as a gun owner were taken away when gun laws became stricter after the mass shooting in Australia?
I was pleased that the liberty was taken away, because I had a friend that I worked with. He actually took his father's gun and shot his father and then shot himself. And he was only 22 years of age.
Was he a close friend? I never knew about this.
Yeah, he was an apprentice who was working with me.
He was actually your apprentice?
No, he worked for the boss I was working with. He was an apprentice. Wow. And that was over a dispute with his girlfriend. He was having a dispute with his girlfriend, and he got very upset, and his father was trying to calm him down, and he just went and got the gun and said, if you don't agree with me, Dad, I'm shooting him, in front of his mother.
Did you ever think that he was the type of person who was capable of doing something?
No, I never did.
Oh my God.
So, because he knew where the guns were, it was no trouble for him to get the gun and do something which was totally out of his character.
Oh my God.
Because he got so upset.
That's horrible.
So we are getting ready to make some dinner right now. Tonight we are cooking the speedy Korean beef tacos from HelloFresh. These look bomb, and I've got my little helper over here stirring.
I'm smelling it.
You smelling it? Does it smell good?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's stirring the beef.
Good job, baby.
You're so good, darling.
I'm mixing it.
You're mixing. You're really good at mixing. All done?
All done. That was easy. I'm normally the one who gets to have the first taste, but since my parents are over, I thought I'd give my dad the honor and let him be the taste tester. So here is your first 3. Let's see what you think.
It's Korean style.
Not the onion.
What do you reckon? How do you like it?
Really delicious.
Alright, well, we're gonna dig in, and then after that, we're gonna go to the movies because mum and dad offered to take care of the kids for a couple of hours, and I'm dying to see Deadpool, so hopefully it's as good as it looks, because it looks like it's amazing.
This is the Vanisher.
What'd you think?
Yeah, it was funny.
It was good. Have you seen Deadpool 1?
No.
Deadpool 1's
So much better.
way better, but Deadpool 2, still really good. I really enjoyed it. Anyway, on that note, thanks for hanging out with us today. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.